Defeats on the spin has been a bad week for you, hasn't it, really? What thoughts you take away from this one?
Yeah, if we are not playing on our highest level, when we don't minimize the easy mistakes, then it's difficult to win Premier League games. And then we have to analyze the week we had. Were tough results, but in the end, it's only about looking forward. The things they happened, we can't change them. The things we want to change, we have to focus now, and then I'm sure that we have a good reaction.
You win as an 11, you lose as an 11. But what would you say about the defending, especially for the first goal? He had a lot of space, Mateta.
Yeah, I think it was before already where we had a lot of players around the ball. We weren't able to win the personal duels, and then in the end, I think the last consequence was that Mateta was a little bit too free in the box.
Crazy game, really, with the 3 red cards, all for second yellows. It wasn't really a game like that.
Yeah, tough game, very emotional, difficult to get the control in this game, and we weren't able to do this over the whole 90 minutes, and therefore we have to analyze it why and make it better next time.
An error from Mats Wiefer that cost Van Hecke, really, didn't it? And that cost you going to the Leicester game.
Yeah, that's football. In the end, mistakes happen. You have to analyze it, and it shouldn't happen. But like I said, it's a very young group, and we have to be clear that all the players that are young, they make mistakes. In the end, we don't want that they repeat it twice. But like I said, they learn from these mistakes. We have to analyze it. We have to help them to get better.
Some of those mistakes, can they come down from mental tiredness? You had a lot of the ball, didn't you, in terms of play today, but just mentally, are they missing a little bit at the moment?
Could be possible. Like I said, there could be many reasons, but it's now very important to not to overreact, to stay predictable, to analyze it with all the stuff we have here, and then trying to find the right solutions.
So how important now, as you analyse it, because you didn't panic after the Forest thing away from home, you kept your cool, you kept your counsel, and then you went on that winning run, terrific run. How important is that attitude to have now, not to go one way or the other too much?
Yeah, very important. And it's about staying together and seeing the positive things. Like I said, the things that happened in the past, we can't change them. So it's about focusing in the future, focusing what can we do better. Why this week happened, it's very important to be very honest to each other, and then it's about taking responsibility and then the ownership for continuing the season.
It's a very, I guess, tough afternoon, I would say, for you. How would you assess the match?
Yeah, no, it's really tough to take. We know how much this game means to us as players, the fans and the whole club, and we're just really disappointed with the way things turned out. I think we're disappointed with the 2 goals we conceded. I thought we'd done a lot of good things in the game, but just maybe didn't have that cutting edge. And no, but we're just really disappointed, and it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt for a good few days, I think. But you know, we've been here before in the season, and we used it in our advantage, and we've got to do that again now. You know, there's no time to feel sorry for ourselves, and we've got to dust ourselves down this week. Like I say, let it hurt, but make it fill us with even more motivation going into next weekend and the rest of the games.
Van Hecke, of course, was sent off, down to 10 men. What did you make? Did you see that? What did you make of that call?
I didn't really see too much of it, but I think he was already on a yellow, and I don't think he got the ball, so I don't think there's much to argue with it. But you know, they also had 2 red cards, so at time we was playing 11v9 and still just lacked a bit of creativity in the final third, me included, and yeah, I was just disappointed with how the game ended.
And is there so much pressure, you would say, in a derby like this?
I wouldn't say pressure, but you know, we really know how much this game means to the fans and us and everyone around this sort of fixture, and we wanted to go out there today and give our all, and I think we did that. You know, we really wanted to make our fans proud and ourselves proud as players, but you know, we just fell short, and like I said, it's going to hurt. I don't think there's no denying that. But we've got to use this now to really motivate us for the rest of the season, and you know, I think this game will soon be forgotten if we can turn things around and finish the season really strong.